The emphatic finish.
Ace for three.
No way.
Bank the three. That's one for the highlight.
And he's fouled. Watch what I saw. It's IHSAA boys basketball tonight. The Tipton Blue Devils will invade the home of the Central Catholic Knights. Hello again, everybody. I'm Bob Ford along with Lance Scheib. And Lance, this promises to be a really good ball game.
Well, I tell you what, anytime you have teams that play great defense, take pride in playing great defense, we're in for a great, hard-nosed, great high school basketball game. What Indiana, our state, is known for, I'm looking forward to two well-coached teams, two teams that take care of the basketball, and two teams that take great pride in playing solid 24 minutes and a half basketball game.
Our pregame show tonight is sponsored by McAllister Cat Rentals. If you're looking to move dirt, move materials, or get 80 feet in the air, McAllister's has all the equipment to get the job done right. Visit them online at McAllisterRentals.com. Keys to the game tonight.
Well, I think as you look at the keys here in general, tempo is going to be such a big deal because you've got Tipton, as we talked about before the game, likes to be really patient offensively. I think tempo, who can create the tempo they want to be at? Half-court offense versus half-court defense. Both of them take such pride in both of them, and then patience in general. I think you're going to have a game in which defense is going to prevail. If you can stay calm, keep your patience, I think the team that can do that the best has a chance of winning tonight.
Our keys to victory have been sponsored by Haley's Lock, Safe, and Key. With over 40 years experience, the team at Haley's can help protect what you care about most. Call them today at 447-5726 or visit haleyslock.com. Well, we've got some really good players in this game. Who in particular should we be watching?
Well, I tell you what, the nice thing right now, let's start with Tipton. Lucas Swan, incredible player. Looks like he's 13.3 points a game. What I was impressed with, Bob, is he's shooting 51% from the floor. That's threes and twos. Anytime you're over 50%, that's very impressive. Then you've got Carson. I just think the world of him. Okay, Barrett, we saw him play earlier, over 20 points a game. I like his game in general. Again, when you're going 20 and 10, you're doing things the right way on both ends. I think both of those players are key to the success tonight.
Players to watch been sponsored by Tipmont REMC. Tipmont REMC, empowering our communities. Visit tipmont.org for more details. The impact player tonight.
Jonah Switzer, I think, is the young man that we're going to focus on. He is averaging right around 23 points a game. Really is a great compliment to what's going to happen. Looking forward to seeing him play tonight.
Our impact player has been sponsored by Ivy Tech Community College. Visit ivytech.edu for more information. We'll be back with this opening tip in just a moment.
Wouldn't it be sweet to happily live a life that's filled with glee and sing about how joyful it can be? I'd like to hear that.
Live life to its fullest every day with the highest level of primary care from Indiana University Health.
When you have your health, you have everything.
Indiana University Health. Schedule same-day primary care appointments at 1-888-IU-HEALTH.
Worried your family isn't protected at home? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eShield Security Solutions. With Endeavor eShield Security Solutions, peace of mind comes from knowing your family and your business are safe. We also provide internet, television, wireless, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
Power. We all want it. We all need it. It not only lights our homes, but it drives our businesses. It strengthens our communities. It empowers us to make our own decisions. Today, we're giving power to more than 22,000 members. We're a homegrown, locally based cooperative that does something the big electric companies won't: give safe, affordable, and reliable power to rural communities. We're Tipmont REMC, and our members have the power.
When you visit Pepe's Mexican restaurant, you'll be greeted a fun, vibrant family atmosphere. Whether you're joining us for lunch, dinner, or a special occasion, our manageable prices and sizable portions of authentic Mexican dishes will guarantee you won't be leaving hungry. And as always, free appetizers for waiting, because that's just the way we are. So come dine in or carry out. Open 11 a.m. until 10 p.m. every day. Pepe's Mexican restaurant, located at 2525 Sagamore Parkway in the mall parking lot, Lafayette.
Not getting their messages? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eWireless. Endeavor Communications combines the nation's largest 4G LTE network with friendly hometown service, so you'll always be connected to your kids. We also provide internet, television, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Every business we work with at Haley's has different security needs. As a certified Medico Security Center, we provide the highest quality products with affordable solutions for your business. E-cylinders fit into your existing hardware and are controlled from your computer. Medico Smart Solutions provide options for different employee access levels. Patented key control, loss and liability protection. Surveillance cameras protect your employees and your business. Call today for your free business security assessment. Let the professionals at Haley's keep your business safe, with locations in Lafayette and Crawfordsville.
Bob Ford and Lance Shy back at a very dark McHale Gymnasium as we get ready for the starting lineups for tonight's games. The starting lineups are sponsored by Ivy Tech Community College. Ivy Tech offers associate degrees and technical certificates in health sciences, nursing, technology, applied sciences, business, education, public services, and liberal arts. Visit ivytech.edu for more information.
Well, I tell you what, Bob, both teams are looking for their starters, looking for that second and third scorer tonight, anxious to see how Tipton does that as well. And more than anything else, we've seen that second scorer with Lafayette Central Catholic and Switzer. Looking forward to seeing if somebody other than Swan can get on track here for Tipton tonight.
It's going to be interesting to see the push and shove in this game. Obviously, Central Catholic likes to get up and down the floor. Barrett leading the break and looking for people, as well as taking the ball to the basket. On the other side, if you've mentioned a couple of times, Tipton, they're in no big hurry to get things going. They've done defensively very well, holding teams to around 40 points, and they want to keep that up tonight.
Well, it should be interesting, again, a contrast of two distinct styles there, where Lafayette Central Catholic wants to really push that tempo. We'll be anxious to see what Tipton does tonight to slow them down. I think a big thing that's going to have to happen here is, can Tipton keep Lafayette Central Catholic off the boards and to be able to slow that tempo down and limit it just to one shot? If they can do that, I think the tempo will be in Tipton's favor, because like you talked about, they will take their time. They will be patient, giving Lucas Swan plenty of chances to shoot the ball.
Had a good look at Dave Barrett from Central Catholic, doing a good job and having a very good season thus far.
I really like what Coach Lefevre has done. 9-1 this season, 237 and 71 in his 14th season overall. 62-19 at Tipton. Done a really nice job. Dave Barrett, obviously a good friend, former Purdue Boilermaker with me, 220 wins in 13 seasons, doing a great job.
Barrett and Seward. Central Catholic gets the ball off the tip, and that's Clark. Looking to solve the defense, figure out what works and what doesn't. This is Barrett. He's going to go one-on-one, little left-handed quick shot, 2 points.
Again, great job, Barrett, of using his size advantage, being patient, not forcing it, and then, again, at point-blank range, he is very dangerous.
Swedell with the ball. Swan. Dolezal, far wing. Little behind the back dribble. A lot of white shirts inside. Nice pass. Seward gets the bucket. Both teams on the board early. Barrett a little trouble handling the basketball, turns it over. This is Waddell. In the corner. Won't go. Barrett battling for the rebound, and he is fouled. It's a nice feed inside to Seward, who scored the bucket. Shively got the assist, and the score is tied. Barrett on the far wing. Clark takes a look. He's going to take it to the bucket. Gets away from him. Knocked away by the Blue Devils. The Knights will keep the basketball.
Bob, we talked about the tenacity of that Tipton defense in the pregame. They really are going to be stingy. They're going to pack it inside. I love how patient Barrett has been already about trying to find open players.
Barrett again with a little fall away jump shot. This time it doesn't go. Rebound to the Blue Devils. Dolezal with the basketball. No hurry. Clark keeps the pressure on. Ball goes inside. Sanchez trying to guard. Nice spin move, but loses the basketball out of bounds. It'll be a turnover for the Blue Devils. Seward just couldn't hang on to it.
I think the one thing, Bob, that you talked about and we talked about in general, just the patience of Tipton offensively. They're not in any hurry. They're going to try to get a good shot every time.
Taking advantage of that size advantage that Barrett has. Slick spot on the floor, and down goes Schweitzer. And the ball's turned over to the Blue Devils.
Coach Barrett was looking for some kind of moving foul there. I don't know if Schweitzer was there in time or not, but he did lose his footing. I like the way that Central Catholic is attacking the rim.
A nice move inside. Swan with a couple head and shoulders fakes, keeps his feet still, and scores the basket. They lead by 2.
Tipton in general is moving really well without the ball, which would be a key tonight.
Big guy Seward grabs the rebound. Dolezal on the break. Will take the jump shot from 13 and banks it in. 6-2. Just getting started here in the first quarter. Barrett's got to be careful not to get the ball stuck in his hands. That's Page. Here comes the double team. Clark from 3. Won't go. Seward fighting for the rebound. I think he knocked it out. Nope, they're going to keep it at this end. Well, they've changed their mind a couple of times. Going to have just a little bit of a conversation.
I think the ball was out of bounds or hit the out of bounds line before the tip or before the Central Catholic player touched it.
Now Seward was the last to hit it. Then they tried to save it. There's a errant pass, goes out of bounds as Page started to break after a little head and shoulder fake. And the Blue Devils will get it back. CC having a little difficulty getting their motor running.
Well, it's 6-2, and Dave Barrett has already lost his jacket, so I can tell right now he's heating up, and so I know he wants the same thing out of his team. But right now, Central Catholic seems to be a little stagnant offensively, more like 1-on-5, and I think that's something that Dave will address soon.
Swan tries to go to the bucket. Stolen by Page. This is Barrett. Waddell picks him up. Yeah, it's going to be a problem with if Barrett tries to take over the game. The defense is pretty good. There's Dolezal on the jump shot. That won't go. Central Catholic with the rebound, and here they come on the break.
Well, we talked about patience, and will Central Catholic have the patience to be able to run their offense after they've had to play defense for a little while? Because like you talked about, Tipton's not in a big hurry.
Velasquez comes in the ball game. He replaces Page as the Knights are trying to find something that works offensively. Waddell out front, Dolezal picked up by Clark. Both teams pretty quiet, not a lot of cutting, a lot of post play. Seward, big guy, makes a nice move, drops it in over the top of Barrett, and it's 8-2.
Great job by Seward of going with his offhand and then coming back here. Nice patience again by Tipton.
Turnover by Schweitzer on the shuffle of the feet. There's going to be a timeout called by Central Catholic.
Officials tonight, Bob, we've got William Bailey, we've got Rob Crouch and Greg Weller, three guys that are experienced, will do a great job of controlling the game tonight.
Well, Central Catholic looking for a way to get their offense untracked, and I would think that Coach Lefevre has got to feel pretty good about his defense thus far.
Well, they've done a great job. They being Tipton, they have really forced the ball out of Carson Barrett's hands, and I think that's a big deal. I think the biggest thing you talked about, a lot of standing around, a lot of watching. I think that's the one thing that Dave is going to do as he brought his team over, and really, got to have a lot more movement. If you Lou Lefevre, you're thrilled because of the fact your defense is doing just what we thought it would, and you're getting good shots on offense.
3:27 left here in the first quarter. Central Catholic down by 6, which doesn't sound like a lot, except in a game like this where the points come few and far between.
Definitely the patience and knowing this is a game that Tipton wants to be in the 40s. Down 6 this early is a problem.
Swan had a thought, decided not to. This is Shively. Tries to thread the needle inside. It doesn't work. Muse knocks it out of the way, and here comes CC on the way back, and they throw it away.
Again, I think the biggest thing right now that Lafayette Central Catholic is trying to do, they're looking for that 6-point play. They're in a hurry. Slow down, take a deep breath. We're in the first quarter. Just get into a rhythm. But the problem is Tipton's offense really forces you out of rhythm because it makes you play so much defense.
Yeah, you've got to be tuned in for this one. If you're going to get anything done, you're going to have to make good cuts. Defensively, you're going to have to get around the picks. Shot from the outside by Swan won't go. There's the long pass down deep to Schweitzer, knocked out of bounds. And it'll be Central Catholic basketball. That's what they like to do. Barrett comes off that board and immediately looks down court trying to find somebody, generally Schweitzer, who's running to the basket.
Well, I tell you what, again, such a contrast in styles. Again, Tipton really wants to be methodical and be patient, and Central Catholic cannot wait to go the length of the floor in 2 dribbles.
Shot won't go. Schweitzer nearly had one fall in. Rebound to the Blue Devils. Here they come. Nice head and shoulder fake by Shively. Oh, good inside feed. Waddell gets the basket. It's 10-2. Central Catholic having trouble with this defense. Schweitzer, nice move inside. The ball won't go, and he's going to draw the foul. Little frustration.
Well, we talked about patience, and we're still talking about high school young men here, but it's a situation that I would look to see a lot of different substitutions by Central Catholic and Coach Barrett trying to find that combination that can be patient and that can gel against this stingy defense.
Beautiful pass there a moment ago. on the assist for the bucket. So far, it's been the Blue Devils. Look outside to Shively. Got the three. 13-2. And who would have thought? Tough pass inside, chased down by Page. Central Catholic beginning to move a little more. There's Barrett from three, a little short. Dolezal with the basketball.
Bob, I love the way that Dolezal plays. His eyes are always up. He's causing a double team and then dishes to the open player. I like the way that he plays.
CC on the rebound. Got the ball back. That's Page. Looking for something to happen. Barrett's working hard down low, but he's not having much luck against Muse. Shot from the outside will not go by Velasquez. Oh, nice no-look pass. Beautiful basket scored by Waddell. Dolezal on the assist. And just like that, it's 15-2. Here's Barrett from way outside, short. That may not be the shot they want.
Quick shot, exactly what Tipton wants, though. Okay, again, it's hard to get into that rhythm. You're looking at that scoreboard is 15-2. We've talked about it. Is a 13-point deficit against Tipton is a lot against anybody, but in their patient style, it's a long way to come back.
10 seconds left here in the first quarter. Looking for a good one. It's Shively again. That one's short. Tries to get an extra one. It won't go. And at the end of the first quarter, it's Tipton, the Blue Devils, leading the Central Catholic Knights 15-2. We'll be back in just a moment.
Again? I'm going to miss the big game.
Troubled by your TV provider? Endeavor is here with eTV. With Endeavor's television service, there's no need to worry about a thunderstorm or whether your satellite dish is pointed in the right direction. We also provide internet, wireless, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
Second quarter just about to get underway, 15-2. The Knights are trailing, and the second quarter is sponsored by Tipton REMC, an in-home energy assessment. It's easy, convenient, and a free way to measure your home's energy efficiency, lowering your energy bills and saving you money. And it's free. Visit tipmont.org for more details. Tipton REMC, empowering our communities. Well, he looks nice and relaxed at this point.
Well, if I'm Lou Lefevre, I would be. You know, your defense is hitting on all cylinders. You're forcing Lafayette Central Catholic out of their rhythm, taking quick shots. Everything you could have drawn up all week long, you're seeing play out right now in that first quarter.
And the Blue Devils will be a little quicker to take a shot than I thought. Dolezal, he on the rebound as well. It doesn't go in.
Really liked how Dolezal attacks the rim. I like the way that he goes straight back up for the rebound, but he's got such command of the offense, lets the defense come to him. You talk about probably a quicker shot than what Coach Lefevre wanted, but again, I think he's going to trust his player in this case.
I think he saw a nice open lane to the basket. Page committed the foul. Dolezal at the free throw line, got the first one. Second one good as well. Here's CC down the floor quickly, trying to get into their offense. Clark, nice back pass. Ball gets away. Foul called. That's going to be on Swan. Central Catholic keeps the ball. Barrett, nice pass to Schweitzer, but it gets away and out of bounds. Another turnover.
Again, right now, Bob, Central Catholic is just all out of sync. And look for Coach Barrett here to call more set plays, trying to get things moving from his perspective, since right now the motion offense hasn't worked well for him.
They've really had, well, let's credit the Blue Devils for what they've done defensively. They've really caused them some problems.
Nope, you're right.
Barrett on the rebound on the missed shot. Right down the middle. This is Clark. Head and shoulder fake. Nothing there. Here comes Barrett. No hurry. There's a first look that Schweitzer's had. It won't go. Good rebound by Page. Stuck in the corner. And he calls a quick timeout. He didn't have anywhere to go in that corner, as he had two men on him and two sidelines to help out. This is a 30-second timeout.
I think right now, Bob, I'll be anxious to see what Dave wants to be able to do here, just because of the fact he is struggling so much, and they're struggling, and again, but it's something they can play themselves out of it. And I think right now, the thing they've got to do is play fast, but don't be in a hurry. That's hard to do, but they want to keep their same tempo, but that doesn't mean quick shots. It doesn't mean you have to rush everything. It just means move the ball more, cut more.
Looking to get something off the inbound. Release pass out to Barrett. Clark. Barrett again. Nice inside play. Good bucket. It's been a while.
Again, I liked what Tipton's doing, moving it patiently, getting good shots even when they're not falling, and really they're winning the rebounding battle on both ends. They're getting second shots on offense, and they're limiting Central Catholic to just one shot on defense.
Nice move. Dolitz right down the middle. Nobody came to help. He scores. 19-4. Blue Devils in the lead. Block call down on the baseline. It'll be Moses who picks up the foul. Nearly gets in place in a hurry. Still moving just a bit. Needed to get that foot down on the baseline.
I tell you what, I'm really amazed with officials. I thought it should have been a charge just the first time I saw it. On replay, no doubt he wasn't set yet.
Good inside pass. Barrett got it. Page on the assist. And the Knights make it 19-6. Pressure coming, trying to speed up the game a bit. We got a foul called on the cut. It's on Clark, I believe.
He just kind of nudged him to let him know that he was there, trying to do anything to get Dolosol off his game.
Trying to break up the rhythm of this Blue Devil offense, which has been really good thus far in the ballgame. And you can't let them get offensive rebounds, because that just means time off the clock.
Again, you talked about it. They're so patient. They're going to make the 4 and 5 passes. They get an offensive rebound. That's another 45 seconds to a minute and a half. They're in no hurry, and they're playing right in their comfort zone.
Strength against strength right here. Seward makes the move, shuffles his feet, turns it over. And Central Catholic with 5:01 will get a chance to cut into this lead.
Great job by Barrett there of holding his ground, forcing Seward to shuffle his feet a little bit.
Goes Barrett's got a nice lane to the bucket. Nice job. Nobody came to help, and Barrett took it right to the rim.
I'm sure the coach Lefevre's not happy there. They are, one of their things was identifying where Barrett was. They did not do a very good job of that possession.
Shively on the drive, no good. Sanchez was standing out of bounds and the ball came right to him. Tough break. It'll be Tipton basketball.
Great hustle. Nice job. Sometimes you're not rewarded for your hustle, but nice job in general there by both squads.
Got a timeout called by Tipton. All right, we'll be back with more of the second quarter of action. It's Tipton 19, the Central Catholic Knights 8.
Pepe's Mexican Restaurant is excited to announce new menu items to an already stacked lineup of authentic Mexican dishes. Everything from tossed greens with fruit to a Pepe-style chicken pizza. For you seafood lovers, try the shrimp tacos. For my personal favorite is the barbacoa taco dinner. Whether it's a new menu item or one of our signature selections, be sure to wash it down with a tasty beverage. Whatever your flavor, make Pepe's your stop for lunch or dinner. Located on Sagamore Parkway in the mall parking lot, Lafayette.
Lance, take a look at this bucket by Barrett.
What I like about, again, he's going to the rim. He's being aggressive. He's not out of control. Very soft layup at the rim. Just what the doctor ordered for Central Catholic. The closer you are, obviously the percentages go up. But I like it. My best player at the rim. Good formula for success for Dave Bear's squad.
We're going to have to watch Carson and see how he comes. He looked like he may have tweaked an ankle when he came down. It was a lot of traffic, and he had a bit of a pained look on his face. 19-8. Tipton in the lead and controlling the basketball at the moment. It's a Swan. Seward. He does a nice job of moving around on the inside. It didn't get to the bucket, but he drew a foul. And I believe it was Barrett. No, it was Sanchez who committed the foul.
What I liked about what Seward did there, look how patient he is. He is patient, fundamentally sound, then attacks the miss. He knows where it is. The shooter knows where the ball is, and then straight back up. Doesn't take it down. All these young players watching this understand that was textbook in general on making shot fake, and then ball never goes lower than his shoulders.
He's got really good feet. Controls himself well on the inside, and when that foot goes down, it sticks to the floor. He doesn't shuffle them.
I like the way he plays. I'm really impressed with Tipton in general. Just great to see, Bob, fundamentals, and great to see a team fundamentally sound, good or bad, but Tipton is really executing at a very high level right now.
Muse, number 40, comes in to replace Seward. Two of them have been working pretty hard on this defense. Barrett on the inside, little bank shot, and down it goes. Shively tried to draw the foul, hoping for a charge, didn't get it. Now it's 21-10, lead at 11. Dolezal's really been aggressive in trying to get to the middle. Nice move by Clark, nearly got the steal. Little more pressure. Trying to speed it up just a bit. Swan really hasn't had much of an opportunity tonight. Schweitzer's done a good job defensively on him.
Just 2 points so far for Swan, which is a great sign for Tipton.
Boy, that's a good crossover dribble by Dolezal as he gets the bucket.
Bob, his 8th point of the game, he really has picked up for where Swan has just got a slow start.
Well, there's the patience you were talking about. Barrett looked inside to Schweitzer, who was covered, and then looked back, and he was wide open. Dolezal controlling the basketball. Liddell.
The one nice thing that Central Catholic has done, they're playing good defense. They're just kind of chipping away at this lead here. It is at 11, but it wasn't as big as 15 or 17.
Good intimidation on the inside by Barrett. Forces the turnover. And Central Catholic down by 11.
Chance to get under 10 points here would be a huge lift for Central Catholic. just to get back and get a little more spirit and a little more pop in their step. And as soon as I say that, they turn the ball over.
Turned it over again. And they've got a bunch. Early in the game, both teams were turning the ball over. Now the turnover bug has pretty much been with Central Catholic, and credit the defense. Tipton's doing a nice job of forcing them out of what they want to do.
Well, again, they're playing at the tempo that Tipton wants to play at. So if you're Dave Barrett, how do you change that? Pick them up half court, full court, do some kind of trap, do something to pick them up a little bit. Be sound with it, but pick them up.
There's Swan from the outside. It won't go. That's the first good look he's had in a while. Page on the breakaway. Got the bucket. The assist goes to Barrett. And they've got it under double digits. It's 9-point lead, 23-14. About a minute 30 left.
You talked about Barrett. He does a really good job of looking down floor. As soon as he gets the ball, he really wants to push it with tempo. I like the way his eyes are always down the floor.
Page with the foul. He'll come out. Velasquez is back in the ball game, replacing Page. Officials having a conversation over on the sideline with the official scorer. Somebody told a joke. The official thought it was funny.
Everybody's laughing except for right now the players, because they're ready to rock and roll.
Carson Dolezal gives the ball to Shively.
Would be surprised, Bob, if Tipton's not playing for the last shot, but if they probably the answer is look for a good shot, and they got one right there.
Right at the top of the key. The defense backed up, thinking something was going to happen on the inside, and he buried it from the outside. 25-14, 1 minute left. Some interesting conversations at halftime in the locker room. Trying to figure out what to do if you're Central Catholic. There's a nice move inside. Barrett on the baseline gets the bucket, and it's going to be Muse with the foul. Chance for an and one.
Tell you what, when Central Catholic has been patient and they've actually worked the ball, they've gotten great shots, and they have converted on the offensive end. Anytime it's been one or two passes, normally it's rushed, there's no rebounding, and that plays right into what Tipton wants.
Well, and it was their two leading players working together there. Schweitzer on the assist. Inside to Barrett as Seward comes back into the ball game, number 33, and there he is with the rebound for Tipton. 40 seconds, 25-16. Lead has stayed right about 11 most of the second quarter. Waddell with the basketball. Barrett is right on it. Dolezal with Clark.
This would be a huge defensive stand for Central Catholic to go in under 10 points, at 9, where it is now. That would be just enormous for them.
Good hustle back. Nice cover up by Central Catholic. Good pass inside. Waddell from the corner. It won't go. Clark has the ball with about a half a second left, and it won't go. So, interesting half of play after 16 minutes. 25-16. It's Tipton over Lafayette Central Catholic. We'll be back with our halftime show on the ISC Sports Network in just a moment.
Daily since 1969, Haley's Lock, Safe and Key has provided expertise and solutions when dealing with residential or commercial security needs. Whether you're looking for a safe, seeking access solutions, or in need of automotive keys, nobody can serve you better than Haley's.
One-on-one service and simply the best solutions we've been providing at Daily for more than 40 years.
Haley's Lock, Safe and Keys. Call, visit, or find us online. Two locations, Crawfordsville and Lafayette.
At half each. Obviously they're doing fine, but the two leading scorers coming into it. Both are averaging are at 2 points each. We'll talk about that a little bit. Love it.
On my sheet here.
Are you talking about 20?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember him from the other games that I played.
I mean, well, you know what? There was a new, when he attached that, the lineup, or not the starters, but just the program, I saw differences, and he was one of the sauce. I think you're right. I think he was a JV player.
Again?
Tortured by technology? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with Speed Geeks. Our Speed Geeks are expert technicians ready to rescue you from technology troubles. Our experts are here to get and keep your Wi-Fi running properly. We'll even make sure all of your devices stay connected. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
Hey, Jennifer's Mike, Trooper Money Slang. Aw, scram.
I'm Chris Mike, Jubby Rollbon, Shaw gonna lead up in Kisbet.
Peace Charity, get town down.
Toothpaste dummy way. Grown up rude. What?
With the top 100 shows preloaded, Xfinity is perfect for people who want to join the conversation. Catch up on the shows everyone is talking about. Get started with the Xfinity X1 Triple Play from Comcast for $99 a month for a whole year. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit Comcast.com today.
Bob Ford and Lance Shy back here at McHale Gymnasium, where at halftime it's Tipton 25 and the Lafayette Central Catholic Knights 16. Our halftime show is brought to you by Pepe's Mexican Restaurant. Pepe's Mexican Restaurant offers an extensive menu of authentic Mexican dishes located at 2525 Sagamore Parkway. You can dine in or carry out. Make Pepe's part of your pregame or postgame celebration. Well, that first half was interesting. It wasn't the usual folks out there scoring the points.
Well, I tell you what, anytime that if you are Dave Barrett and you say, hey, we're going to hold Swan to 2 points in the first half, you're going to say, I like our chances. And if you are Lou Lefevre, you're saying the same thing about Switzer. He comes in averaging almost 24 points a game. Hold him to 2 points. But to see Carson Barrett play so well, to see Seward play so well, and I love the way that Carson handles the ball for Tipton. He is shooting, has 8 points. Dolasal does at half, but he's done such a nice job of just controlling the tempo of the game. I'll be anxious to see which leading scorer has a better second half.
I think the Knights are going to do a better job of working the lane defensively. The awful lot of baskets down low and people left alone in the lane. There's another one there by Dolezal as the bank was open on that one. Good play here too by Seward. He was a force inside.
I like the way Seward's his mechanics, his fundamentals were incredible. Dolezal is just doing a nice job at just delivering the ball to the open player. I just like the way that Tipton's playing, and right now, if Central Catholic is going to get back in this game, they're going to have to do it on the defensive end, because right now they're giving up way too many shots inside the paint. They have to find a way to figure out to keep Dolezal in front of them and then be more patient, work the ball on offense.
Well, Waddell and Shively both had a couple of outside shots that have gone and some nice moves to the basket. So, you know, if you're Tipton, you're happy with the way things are going, and coach would be telling you, hey, don't get cocky. You got another half to go.
You know, I think that will probably be one of the big messages that Coach Lefevre says to his team. Nice for first half, but you also know, you know, Switzer, we've got to keep our wits about ourselves with him, just because of the fact he is, you know, averaging almost 24 points a game. He's got to be patient. Every time that Central Catholic has been patient on the offensive end, they've got a great shot or a layup. Okay, every time they haven't, it's been a one and done, no rebounding. So again, I'll be anxious to see if Dave Barrett goes to more set plays, something to get more movement, because you talked about that in the first half. Not a lot of movement, but when they did move, good things happened.
That play right there where Barrett came down on an ankle, there was a lot of blue shirts inside, and they're really sucking inside to try to stop that play by Barrett. So it's going to be an interesting second half. Let's take a look at the conference standings, sponsored by IU Health. Visit them online at iuhealth.org or net, or call 448-8000 to schedule an appointment.
Well, again, you look at I love the way they've got it broken down in East and West. Obviously, Tipton's playing really well, along with Northwestern, both 9-1 and 9-2 respectively. Looking forward to seeing a showdown with Central Catholic and West Lafayette. Both of them are at the very top with Twin Lakes. Again, both teams are having great years, with Central Catholic at 9-3 and Tipton at 9-1. At this point in the season, if you're almost to 10 wins, you're doing everything the right way.
Yeah, it takes a while to get things rolling, as Central Catholic has figured out tonight. When you play a team that's frustrating defensively, they're doing things that you don't expect, and they're causing you some pain on the offensive end, while doing a pretty good job on the defensive end with rebounding and not allowing Central Catholic to have second and third efforts.
Well, you know, the rhythm is so important and such a big deal. And right now, that's the biggest thing I think Dave Barrett has to try to figure out, how to get his offense back into a rhythm.
Well, this is a tight part of the season. Couple of games tomorrow. The Cavaliers and the Gophers, that's going to be a dandy. Should be a real good one. Then Linton Stockton. The Miners are going to be playing the Owen Valley Patriots. Another good basketball game. So stay tuned. Be sure to tune in and watch us and enjoy these guys as they go out and play their style of IHSAA high school basketball.
Well, Bob, definitely looking forward to traveling to Clinton Prairie to do the Tri-County game with you. Should be a great environment. Should be Tri-County's having a special year, and just to see that Clinton Prairie team that we saw earlier against these Knights from Central Catholic, I'm anxious to watch that game tomorrow night.
It's always fun this time of the season as everybody's trying to tune their team and get ready for the sectional, which is not that far away. I mean, it's kind of scary that the basketball season has gone so quickly, and these teams are beginning to find out what they want to do at sectional time, and they want to put another sectional banner in their gymnasiums.
Well, this Sunday is the girls' draw, which means we're that much closer to the boys' draw. And like you said, I still think it's one of the funnest times of the year, and I'm anxious to see how everything ends up this season.
Well, we'll be back with the third quarter of play in just a moment. It's 25-16. Tipton leads Lafayette Central Catholic. You're watching boys basketball on the ISC Sports Network.
Wouldn't it be sweet to happily live a life that's filled with glee and sing about how joyful it can be? I'd like to hear that.
Live life to its fullest every day with the highest level of primary care from Indiana University Health.
When you have your health, you have everything.
Indiana University Health. Schedule same-day primary care appointments at 1-888-IU-HEALTH.
Rose for the end zone, man open. That's a touchdown. Touchdown grab for Marriott.
There you go.
And why pull up for a jumper from 3 or even a mid-range when you can go right down the lane?
Sowers is back, reaches up, and it's a grand slam for De La
Man's all
Salle.
alone. Scott, got it.
Great look by Coach Stick to break down the defense.
Bob Ford, Lance Shy back at McHale Gymnasium for the third quarter of play between the Knights and the Blue Devils. Our third quarter is sponsored by Ivy Tech Community College. Ivy Tech Community College is a public, open access, accredited college with many courses and degrees that are transferable to Purdue University, as well as other colleges and universities. Visit ivytech.edu for more information. It'll be Central Catholic basketball to start the third quarter. They trail by 9.
Be anxious, Bob, what we talk about halftime. See how much more movement that Central Catholic has.
Barrett immediately takes it right to the goal. Gets a rebound, a second opportunity, and I believe he was fouled by Seward.
Great job by Barrett of following his shot. Great job of going straight back up with the ball.
Clark running the point as they reset the offense. Schweitzer, Clark, inside to Barrett. A lot of defenders around him. Little fall away jumper with the left hand.
Once again, it wasn't a one pass wonder. It was be patient. That's the formula for Central Catholic to get back into this game.
Got into the lead. Open shot by Seward. They got to do a better job defensively there. Nice pass. 27-18. Oh, great cut. Pass knocked away by Waddell, stolen. Blue Devils on the attack. Way outside for Shively. Oh, can't get the roll. There's Dolezal inside, got the bucket.
Boy, he's been really special, Bob. Dolezal's been great on defense, on offense, assist, and now with putbacks, and that's his 10 point.
Barrett's going to be fouled. Twisted that ankle again.
Look at the hustle of Dolezal there. Great job of going back up with the proper hand. Nice finish.
He's got some ups on that leap. Does a nice job inside. He was against Barrett.
I like his timing and like his tempo, and certain guys have a great rhythm of getting off of the floor at the right time. Dolezal is one of those players.
Barrett hit his first free throw. 10-point lead, cuts it to 9.
Central Catholic's just kind of hanging around. Need a little, probably a 2 or 3 stops here, a couple scores, and this is going to be a really interesting second half.
Could be seeing a trap here. Looks like a 1-3-1 zone.
Trying to pick the tempo up of Tipton. Nice move by Coach Barrett.
Swan passes the ball inside. Shively does not take the shot, but who does? Dolezal. And he's going to get a couple of shots at the free throw line.
Great movement by Tipton. Great job of, if you're going to beat the 1-3, skip passes, work effectively, and that's exactly what Tipton did.
Foul was on Schweitzer. Here's Dolezal at the line. Shoots 68%. Kellen Woods back in the lineup. Schweitzer to the bench. 30-20. And it will be a low-scoring affair.
I actually think a little bit here, Bob, that this might actually be more points than what Tipton normally scores at this time because they slow that pace down so much.
Barrett with the basketball. Dolezal got his hand caught in the cookie jar. He'll draw the foul. As hard as he's played, only got one foul in the ball game, and he has been a hustler.
Exactly. He does a great job of playing well with his lower body and moving his feet.
Too many defenders. Nice move by Clark. Woods wasn't ready for that one. And it got away from him. It'll be a jump ball. That should go out of bounds to the Blue Devils. Another turnover.
Love to see guys on the floor. Love to see the extra hustle, getting down there, trying to value every possession, which you and I talked about. Tipton does a great job of that.
Lillis in the ball game for the first time. Elijah Willis, a junior guard at 5'7", replaces Swan, who will have a little rest. Things haven't gone the way he'd like tonight in terms of his personal play, but his team is doing very well.
Nice job by Coach Lefevre of getting him out of the game, trying to somehow get him back into a rhythm. He's frustrated, sensing that. Great job by Coach Lefevre of sitting him down. He'll be back in, I am sure, shortly.
Woods commits the foul. Blue Devil basketball under the bucket. Schweitzer comes back in replacing Woods. And Page is going out. He's replaced by that's Velasquez.
Yeah, they originally had given the foul to Page, which would have been his third, and they switched it to what you talk about, Schwartz, and just being his first.
Big guy inside, double team. Oh, Clark had an opportunity, didn't get the angle just right, and he'll draw the foul. As they're beginning to pile up against both these teams. This second half has been a little more physical than the first.
A little more intensity. I think, talked about Tipton not taking this second half for granted. Central Catholic has certainly improved its defensive ability this half.
Shively with the three ball, 34-20. Game starting to get away again. It's a blocking foul down on the baseline by Lillis. No shots on this one. Both teams with 14 fouls. Barrett looking for somebody. There's Schweitzer up, and he scores. 34-22. 4:46 remaining. Dolezal on his move to the bucket. Foul is called. It'll be a two-shot foul. Goes against Schweitzer. His third. Dolezal back to the free throw line. He has really been the guy to watch here tonight. He has been the one in control of this basketball game from the get-go.
I really like the way, again, I love it when your point guards are also aggressive rebounding-wise. I love it when they play great defense, and Dolezal does all of those things. I can see why, just being a junior, why Coach Lefevre is so high on him.
Timmons back into the ball game. He should help rebounding-wise. He's 6'4". Clark on the fast break, covered up, and throws it away. Dolezal coming back the other way. Nice crossover dribble, controls his body, scores the bucket. 36-22. Tipton in the lead.
Just when I thought Central Catholic had got the rhythm and the pace where they wanted, all of a sudden Tipton picks up the defensive rebounding, the pace itself, and now they go up 14 with the ball.
And Central Catholic, one and done. Seward on the backboard again. This is Lillis looking inside. Double team at the block. A nice pass. Shively found Seward coming right down the lane. Uncontested layup. And it's 38-22, 3:43 remaining in the third. Very physical defensively against Barrett. Shively has been on him. Here's the switch to Lillis. Little jump shot as he recognizes the size difference. Dolezal on the rebound. Here come the Blue Devils. From the corner is Lillis. He got it. A three ball. 41-22. Dave Barrett's seen enough. He wants to talk to his charges.
Well, I tell you what, just 2 minutes ago, it's an 8-point game, a 9-point game, and I think Dave Barrett is really happy. And then all of a sudden, the Tipton defense just picked up. It seemed like the patience from Central Catholic really just kind of slowed down a little bit here. But more than anything else, Tipton has done it on the defensive end. They've done a great job on the rebounding as well, and they have just done a better job of finishing here in this second half.
It's been a better half at moments for Central Catholic, but every time they seem to make a move, the counter move is made successfully by Tipton, and they have pushed that lead out to 19.
I tell you what, I didn't see this coming, just the way that Central Catholic has started that second half. They were being much more patient, getting good shots. Then all of a sudden, they went to the trap, Central Catholic did, and almost picked their offensive end up as well, and they lost that patience a little bit.
Well, after a little discussion about what he wants to see here from his ball team on that timeout, Central Catholic brings the ball down the court. Barrett looking for somewhere in the middle, and it is full of people. And they're all wearing blue shirts as Seward makes the rebound, or makes the steal. Dolezal. And now the Blue Devils are in absolutely no hurry.
And the nice thing, Bob, that we talked about before the game, this is their pace. They are more than comfortable playing at a pretty patient, pretty methodical pace, and that definitely plays into their favor.
Little shuffle of the feet. Turnover by the Blue Devils, and Central Catholic gets the ball again. They trail by 19, 2:30 remaining here in the third quarter.
Again, play with a little bit better tempo, but don't be rushing things. I think that's probably the biggest thing right now.
Foul down on the block. I think it's Lillis is going to get called. Foul number 6 on Tipton. Second on Lillis. He'll go out as Swan comes back.
Coastal Fever's done a nice job of rotating guys on Barrett, picking up fouls, but making him work on both ends of the floor.
Again, Tipton comes up with a basketball. They're on the attack, although I don't think they're going to be in a hurry. I'll take that back.
Just what you called there, Bob. You're exactly right. They're going to come down and shoot to 1-pass-3 and then come back with a steal.
Oh, nice spin move. Is it going to go? No, it's not. But the block is called. Dolezal will go to the free throw line. And the wheels have just come off for Central Catholic.
Great job of anticipation on the steal. Then Dolezal almost makes a circus bucket there. Again, looking for his 15th point.
And he bounds it off the rim into the bucket. 45-22. 2 minutes and a second left in the third. Got Woods back in the lineup along with Clark. Dolezal gets the free throw. He has had a whale of a ball game tonight.
16 points, controlling the tempo, very few turnovers, great assists, great job of rebounding as well.
Well, there's a nice move by Wood. Between the leg dribble, reverse, gets the bucket and a chance for a three-point play. Watch him here working hard on the baseline, makes a nice move. And that young man's got some potential as he gets a bucket. 46-24. Free throw won't go. Swan on the rebound. And Central Catholic will look to see if they can't find some way to pressure and get these guys to make a mistake.
Really like what Coach Lefevre's doing here. A 1-4 low, really giving Dolezal all kind of room. Didn't work out that time, but nice job.
That's a great job by Barrett right down the middle of the floor. Just barely able to get that ball over the top of Seward, who ran right with him.
Great body control there by Karsten. Like the way he's playing. Don't see him rushing a lot of things here, but really playing well.
Two big guys have had quite a battle.
We knew it would be a good one, and really both of them have played well.
Nice pass inside to Shively. Blocking foul is called. I think that's foul number 7.
And I think Carson felt like that he was there just one more step, and I think it would have been a great defensive move by him.
It evidently was the 6th team foul, not 7. This is Dolezal.
Again, we talked about Tipton wanting to play in the 40s. They're already there with a quarter to go. Look for them to really settle for nothing but layups here, especially going into the fourth quarter. I think they are more than happy holding for the last shot.
Double team, 20 seconds. Nice job by Woods, knocks it away. Barrett to the bucket, and he got it. Count it with a free throw. Waddell on the foul. Good double team out at center court. Took advantage of that 10-second line as the third defender. And Barrett comes down, soft left hand, draws the foul. Chance for the old-fashioned three-pointer.
If Central Catholic is going to get back into this, they're going to get back into it by defensively making stops.
Schweitzer with that rebound bucket off the missed free throw. 2 seconds left. Swan gets the three-pointer at the buzzer. 48-30. Just when it looked like Central Catholic had a little momentum, it goes the other way. We'll be back with the fourth quarter of play coming up here on the ISC Sports Network.
Power. We all want it.
Whoa.
We all need it. It not only lights our homes, but it drives our businesses. It strengthens our communities. It empowers us to make our own decisions. Today, we're giving power to more than 22,000 members. We're a homegrown, locally based cooperative that does something the big electric companies won't. Give safe, affordable, and reliable power to rural communities. We're Tipmont REMC, and our members have the power.
Bob Ford along with Lance Scheib. And we're seeing a tough night for Lafayette Central Catholic as we get ready for the fourth quarter. They trail by 18. Our fourth quarter is brought to you by Pepe's Mexican Restaurant. They offer an extensive menu of authentic Mexican dishes located at 2525 Sagamore Parkway. You can dine in or you can carry out. Make Pepe's part of your pregame or postgame celebration.
Well, I'll tell you what, Bob, if you had told me Tipton would be up 18 and scoring 48 points going into the fourth quarter, I would have lost a lot of money here. I think Tipton would have been happy with 48 points for the game.
Absolutely, and the number that you look at is the defensive number. They've held the Knights to 30, and this is a team that can put a lot of points on the board.
Well, we talked a lot about their stifling defense and their patience and getting you out of rhythm. And right now, tonight, Tipton has done just that to Central Catholic.
Barrett was fouled down on the post. Muse drew it. Barrett goes to the line with a 1-and-1. Just won't go. And slides off his fingertips and out of bounds. And now we're going to see some full court pressure that you talked about a few minutes ago.
Anything to pick up the tempo, and if Central Catholic is going to get back in this game, they're going to have to turn Tipton over. And I think as long as Dolezal is in the game, I think that could be difficult to do.
Relatively quick shot by Swan. You wouldn't expect that given the lead. Barrett with the ball. Switzer going to the bucket. Got it. 16-point deficit, 48-32. 7 minutes left.
And Central Catholic is going to do a lot of running and jumping, a lot of trapping, trying to rotate and just pick the tempo up for Tipton.
Shot won't go, but they call the foul. It was a late whistle. It's going to be on Page. Sends Shively to the free throw line. There's the out. Nice head and shoulder fake there. Comes in. There's the foul. But the whistle was a little later. He definitely got him on the arm. No question about that. Shively misses the first.
Shively looking to join Dolosol and Seward in double digits if he makes this.
And he did. Seward back in, number 33. He replaces Muse. So you trade 6 feet for 6'6". That's not all bad.
No, you're happy if you're Tipton, and especially getting Seward, who I think's had a really good game in on both ends.
Nice shot from the corner. Schweitzer gets it, 49-35. They need to get it down in single digits in the next minute or two to have a chance. Dolezal with the errant pass. And Central Catholic, I think, has been successful in the last minute or so in speeding this game up just a hair.
They definitely have got the tempo back to where they want to go. The question is, do they have enough time, and can they keep turning Tipton over like that? But they can't turn the ball over like that themselves.
They had a good idea. Barrett was going to spin. Needed to be more of a lob pass. It was a little hard, and he couldn't chase it down.
Yeah, and I don't think that Carson knew the ball was coming because he wasn't ready for it yet.
Swan picked up by Schweitzer. Dolezal and Clark. Picked by the big man. Now the Blue Devils have slowed it down, moving it around the perimeter.
This is going to be a free throw contest if I was guessing. As soon as I say that, of course, Dolezal comes in with a three-pointer.
Right in rhythm as he stepped into that shot. Little surprised again that they took the outside shot. Woods for the three, got it. Central Catholic with a little life, 52-38. 5.5 left. A rocket thrown right through the hands of Seward. Schweitzer with the ball, top of the key, goes to the bucket and scores. Got it down to 12. 5 minutes left.
They've got time here, but again, I think they're going to have a little help from Tipton, and they're getting it right now.
Foul called on Dolezal, I believe. And there'll be free throws. It was on Dolezal, his second.
Good timeout there by Coach Lefevre. Wants just to remind his kids everything's fine. Calm down, quit speeding up. But again, credit to Dave Barrett switching up the defense a little run and jump traps, and they really has caught Tipton off guard here.
52-40. The Knights trail by 12. We'll be right back. Back at McHale Gymnasium, Central Catholic Knights are trailing the Tipton Blue Devils 52-40 in what has been a push you, pull me kind of game. Every time the Knights kind of got things rolling, Tipton came right back and hit a three or got a great layup, or CC turned it over. Again, they're on the uptick now. This is Clark at the free throw line. 9 team fouls on Tipton, so it'll be 2 shots after this trip. First one is short. Waddell to Dolezal. Clark on him. There was the run and jump. Got the ball to the big man. Good job of breaking the pressure that time by Tipton.
Nice job of attacking the rim and not making the mistake about trying to pull it back out. At that point, you're that close. Go ahead and finish.
Schweitzer from 3, and if he gets hot, that could make a difference.
I got him for 16. He's got 14 of those here in the second half.
Very quiet in the first half. Everybody having a little trouble with footing. Sliding those sneakers on the floor.
With the way the temperature is outside, sometimes that seeps inside, and the humidity makes a little more moisture on the floor than normal.
Good job by Barrett. Foul call. Barrett will go to the free throw line. Waddell draws the foul. He's got 2 shots now. Hasn't had a lot of luck at the line tonight.
Actually, I think the foul there was on Dolezal, which is his 3rd, which is a big deal because, again, they're going to keep they being Tipton need Dolezal in the game here for ball handling and scoring.
Coach Lefevre may not have agreed with that call. Barrett gets the first one.
This is 19th point. He's having a very quiet 19, but playing very well.
54-44. That one won't drop. Waddell got the rebound. Swan will bring it up. Schweitzer on him. Great pass. Seward scoring on the inside. He got the step on Barrett. Carson comes back. Finds Clark, who goes to the bucket. It won't fall. Dolezal on the rebound. Ball out of bounds. It'll go to Central Catholic.
Nice job by Barrett there. I think Dolezal felt like it went off of Barrett. The officials saw otherwise here. Nice job of defense by Central Catholic.
3:15 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Clark on the drive. He's called for the travel.
He screwed his feet a little bit there, kind of slid. I think was looking to get the ball to Barrett quicker than what Barrett was looking for it, and thus travel a little bit.
Waddell brings it down. Shively takes it and gives it back to Dolezal. And now the Blue Devils are going to spread it out. Here comes the double team.
Better job of spacing by Tipton. Being patient there. Looks like Central Catholic's going to probably have to foul here soon.
And there it is. It's called on Page. That's team foul number 8. It's 1 and 1.
It might be Page's 4th.
It is. Swan at the free throw line. He's a good free throw shooter. 77% on the campaign thus far.
Going to be hard pressed if you're Central Catholic to get back into this if Tipton hits its free throws. But as soon as I say that, here we go.
Yeah, Barrett in a bad position there. Had a defender on either side of him and one in front. Tipton knocks it away, and they've got the ball back. Nice pass. Seward to Shively. Right over the top. Nice break to the bucket. It's 58-44, 2:20 remaining. Barrett with a 3 ball won't go. Rebound chased down, and Barrett with a bucket. Woods with the rebound and the assist as Barrett takes it to the bucket. 58-46.
Barrett's 21st point again. really played well, and really Central Catholic here in the second half has played well. They just dug themselves too deep a hole.
Right now they're very tired. Going after the defense, and double teaming takes a lot out of you. And the foul came quickly. They wanted to put Seward at the free throw line. He only shoots 61 on the season. He's got a 1-and-1. Comes out, Central Catholic on the rebound, and they're on the attack. Schweitzer trying to get to the bucket. Ball's out of bounds. Central Catholic.
I'll tell you what, if you're Dave Barrett, you got to be happy. Your team has really fought this second half and bounced back and made this a game they could have folded. If you're Coach Lefevre, you're thrilled because your kids have withstood this type of comeback and kept your composure.
Nice move by Schweitzer, right down the middle. Still 10-point lead.
18th point for Schweitzer.
Got a good second half.
He really has 16 of those points coming here in the second half. And really, again, it all starts with Central Catholic's defense. But again, give Tipton credit. They've done a nice job of spacing, nice job of finding the open man.
Passing the ball right now very, very well. As everybody's finding the holes, especially when the double team comes. And there's the charge. Got the shoulder down. Put Schweitzer on the floor. There's that double team.
Yeah, Swan, that was a pretty good job of acting, but he certainly did put his shoulder down.
Now, once you drop that shoulder, if the defender is savvy and hits the deck, you're almost always going to get the foul.
Good call.
Oh, nice pass into Barrett. It won't go, but he draws the foul. Boy, that ankle is hurting.
You can tell he's pretty sore, and Central Catholic has to play Lafayette Jeff tomorrow night. That'll be interesting to see if he can recover in time to play well tomorrow night.
There's that pass. Schweitzer and Barrett work very well together. Tonight, the Tipton defense has taken some of that away at points in the ball game. Barrett gets the free throw.
You know, Barrett's got 22 and Schweitzer's got 18, so the two big guns have done a great job. The defensive end is really what's let them down tonight, and credit that to Tipton in getting good shots.
Second one won't go. Tipton on the attack, and the foul comes. I think it's going to be Velasquez that gets it. So Dolezal goes to the free throw line. He'll get two with 44.9 seconds remaining. And Tipton calls timeout. It's going to be a full. Well, it's been one of those nights for the Knights where turnovers have been a bugaboo for them. And they seem to come in bunches when the Blue Devils were on their game.
Well, I tell you what, give Dolezal a lot of credit. He has done a great job of handling the ball. 19 points, countless assists. Nice job of rebounding as well. Shively has really helped with 12 points. And then Seward has been really, I think, the unsung hero with 14. So you got three Tipton Blue Devils in double digits, and that really has probably been the difference tonight, whereas you're getting really just productivity from Schweitzer and from Barrett if you're a Knight fan.
Well, when you get down on the inside, Barrett generally is able to post up, but against the bigger Seward, who probably weighs a little bit more than Barrett does as well, he's bumped him and pushed him, and as many points as Barrett has scored in a normal ball game, he would have been probably 10, 12 point more at this point.
Could not agree more. He probably would be in the mid-30s, but give Tipton a lot of credit. Used two or three different players, kind of roughed him up a little bit, but Seward has done a great job all game, size-wise, matching up with Barrett.
Dolezal with another free throw.
Gives him 20, Bob.
59-49, and he has controlled this Blue Devil team. He's led on the offense, and he's led on the defense.
Really like his demeanor in general, like his overall presence, really under control most of the night.
He got the second free throw as well. Schweitzer on the jumper, won't fall. Seward with the rebound. 35 seconds, this one's over. It's just a matter of dribbling out the clock at this point. 60-49, there's the double team. Shively, Swan, Dolezal. Central Catholic's not going to step away. They're going to force them to play it out. Seward with the basketball, 4 seconds remaining. And the celebration begins on the Tipton bench and with the Tipton fans. And the final, the Tipton Blue Devils beat the Knights in their home gymnasium 60-49. We'll be back with our post-game show on the ISC Sports Network in just a moment.
Food, shelter, fast Wi-Fi. It's all we really need. Good thing Endeavor has the fast, reliable internet it takes to power all the Wi-Fi hungry gadgets in your home. All at once. With speeds up to 10 gig, get smooth HD streaming video, gaming, music, and surfing, all with no waiting, no buffering, no kidding. Call or click WeEndeavor.com and upgrade to Indiana's fastest internet today.
When you visit Pepe's Mexican restaurant, you'll be greeted a fun, vibrant family atmosphere. Whether you're joining us for lunch, dinner, or a special occasion, our manageable prices and sizable portions of authentic Mexican dishes will guarantee you won't be leaving hungry. And as always, free appetizers for waiting, because that's just the way we are. So come dine in or carry out. Open 11 a.m. until 10 p.m. every day. Pepe's Mexican restaurant, located at 2525 Sagamore Parkway in the mall parking lot, Lafayette.
Well, it was a tough night for Central Catholic. They lose it 60-49 to Tipton. Our post-game show wrap-up is sponsored by Electric.com, so we're happy to have them along. And we saw some really good play come out of one of the Tipton players here tonight.
I'll tell you what, Carson Dolezal was our player of the game. I'll tell you what, he controlled the tempo as a point guard, did a great job rebounding, and then scores 21 points here tonight, really to lead Tipton to this victory.
Our player of the game tonight was sponsored by Haley's Lock, Safe, and Key. With over 40 years experience, the team at Haley's can help protect what you care about the most. They specialize in locks, safes, keys, and access controls for your home and business. Call them today at 447-5726 or visit Haley's Lock at Haley'sLock.com. Boy, he did have a good ball game tonight, didn't he?
Well, I tell you what, Bob, I just like his presence. I like the way that he distributed the basketball. And then when asked to, he did a great job of finishing both on the free throw line, from the three-point line, and just driving at the rim, which gave him 21 points for the night. He played really well.
Our play of the game tonight is sponsored by Wabash National. Boy, that is a dandy, too. Good pass, no look, up and under, and another Tipton basket.
Well, again, Tipton played at their tempo. They kept their poise all night, kind of frustrated, and and was able to get Central Catholic out of the rhythm. To their credit, though, Dave Bear's team came storming back here in the second half and really made it a ball game. But in the end, Coach Lefevre has to be happy with the way his team played.
Play of the game has been sponsored by Wabash National. Wabash National Corporation is a diversified industrial manufacturing business with an expanding product portfolio, a growing presence in many industries, and a commitment to continuous improvement. To learn more, visit WabashNational.com. Well, the final score in this one, Tipton 60, the Knights of Central Catholic 49. This is Bob Ford for Lance Shive saying good night, everyone. We'll see you along the trail on the ISC Sports Network.